Welcome to Black Boss, where we highlight and celebrate entrepreneurship in the Black community. I'm your host, Michelle Forbes, and today I have with me owner and creator of Highly Sediti LLC, Miss Jasmine Cross. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I appreciate you being here with me today.
Thank you for having me. I really, I'm so thankful. You have no idea.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm excited. I'm about to say, after looking at your Instagram and everything, I'm like, all right, I want to know more. I'm bored. So, for the people who don't know, what is Highly Sediti?
So Highly Sediti is a full hemp company. I work right up on the farm. I partnered with the farm, so I make sure that all of the products that we produce are at its purest form, while still being in compliance with the government. CBD and CBG is legal in the 50 states. And then I'm here in New York, so recreational marijuana just became legal. So we will be moving into that side of it as well.
Okay.
I actually got into the industry because I used to date all the hustlers. So now I was able to become one myself legally. Why not, right?
I actually saw you say that. I was going to ask about that quote. I'm happy you brought it up. I'm mad at you, Chris. That makes sense to me.
I like money. I like fast money. It made sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I already knew a good amount about the industry, and how things were broken down. So I just really got more into it. So, okay. And then I also the reason it's Highly Sediti is when you think of smoking or using hemp or cannabis, it's not ladylike. It's not something ladies do, right? According to society. So I wanted to make it cute. I wanted to make it acceptable for women to do, but in a nice way. Like, your breath don't gotta stink, your lips don't gotta be black, your nails don't gotta be dirty. Like all of the stereotypes that come with that, I wanted to be able to get rid of. So that's what we're working on.
I hear you. Dope. I dig that. So, and actually goes into my next question. I was going to say, I love the name. I love the color scheme. I love the slogan, always serving something pretty. How did you come up with, how you were going to market? Because like you said, it does kind of have that stigma at times. So how did you come up with that way to market it?
So marketing was hard, and it still is, because Facebook and Instagram and all of these social media platforms, they will flag your posts, they will take it down, they'll remove it, because they can't tell the difference between CBD and marijuana. So it's great that it's becoming legalized. I believe Cuomo or if he didn't pass it yet, he's working on passing a bill so that your marketing and your advertising doesn't get flagged anymore.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that's going to cross over into social media world. And that's the other thing with this industry. Things are changing literally daily. So you got to stay abreast to everything to make sure that you're staying compliant. But I wanted to make it so that, I have some really dope visuals come in and photo shoots come in, but I really wanted to make it like, this brand is for the baddies.
Yeah. Okay.
And not to be funny, I have way more women customers than men.
Okay.
So I really wanted to make it so that using the products, I wanted to create a lifestyle around it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think you successfully did that, because it stands out. I was about to say, like I said, it's a clear branding around it, and it does feel that way. It feels ladylike.
Thank you. I love it to hear when people can catch your vision. Yeah. Love it.
It feels ladylike. So, you have a beautiful greenhouse in farm space. How did you go about finding and I guess partnering and securing the space? Because I saw the other video where you guys had the young man, his face was blurred, but he was the farm owner.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
how are you able to secure that?
Yeah, so Cody's from Queens, which is where I'm from, Queens, New York. Okay. It's really funny. So the deal was supposed to be a completely different deal. right?
Okay.
And it was supposed to be me, Abina, and a third party. And the third party wanted to jump off. So Abina and I stayed on. The third party is who introduced us to Cody.
Okay.
So once I heard that he was into CBD, I was like, I've been trying to get into this lane for so long.
Yeah.
So they acquired the farm. It took over a year to find the space.
Wow.
The farm was over $1 million to get up and running.
Okay.
It was actually almost $2 million, which I don't have. I didn't have that.
Gotcha.
So there are 4 partners who solely own the farm. There's the Black farmer, he owns a portion, and then the other 3 are Caucasian.
Okay.
And there are 2 who aren't really like into the industry, so they kind of just put their money up, really.
Okay.
So it took a lot, because now you have to make sure the soil is good soil, right? Because you have to treat the soil, and there's so much. And Cody is like really a jack of all trades. He's an electrician, he's a farmer. So he actually did all the electrical work on the farm. He did the hydration system up there as well. He's like really hands-on. So once he was like, hey, come on up. So I started going up to the farm frequently. And then I stay up there. And I learned how to work the land. I learned about cultivating and terpenes and everything from A to B.
Yeah.
From A to Z, really. Right. So that's really how I partnered with him. It was kind of already in the works, and I like just jumped on board. So
yeah. Well, I'm a believer in the universe, so I think by no mistake you said you were looking to get into it for a year, and then just came across this lane and opportunity. So you created that, sis. Okay. You didn't jump on. It opened up for you. It was waiting for you. Absolutely. So tell me more about the $11 million room. What was that?
So there is a room up on the farm that is worth $11 million. There's $11 million worth of product in this room, pretty much at all times, honestly.
Wow.
Once we move out a couple of loads, we then put in more loads. So one side of the room is all CBD, and the other side of the room is all CBG. So we sell.
What is CBG?
Okay, so CBG is like the Bentley to CBD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's now a couple of years ago, it was very, very rare to find. You can find CBG more because there are more people producing it. It just depends on the quality.
Gotcha.
And the strain. So we produce what's called CBG white, which it looks ashy. Like it has like a white
like film paper.
Like the buds are green, but when you break it down, it looks like a beigeish kind of color.
Yeah.
CBG really, really helps with like health issues. So inflammation, anxiety, stress. CBD does as well, but CBG really, really is geared towards changing your life and living a healthier lifestyle if you choose to use it. So they're actually developing other things with CBG now, like oil, vitamins, to where before they were kind of playing with it because CBG has to be extracted at such a point to where CBG, you have CBD, CBG, THC, right? Those are there are way more letters in between, but we'll focus on those.
Wow. Okay.
So, to get CBG, you have to extract it at a very precise moment before it fully goes into THC.
Okay.
So because of that, it made it really rare. To get and to even purchase. It was so let's say a pound of a year ago, a pound of CBD would go for $400. A pound of CBG was going for $1,000 a pound.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So I mean, it's cheaper now.
It's like the loud of CBD.
Exactly.
Like okay.
Yeah, it's the loud.
Got you.
So, so on one side of the $11 million room, one side is strictly CBD and the other side is strictly CBG. So depending on how much we can get out of each plant, that's how it was projected, those numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the numbers are very accurate.
Wow. Yeah, that's dope. So, that has to be exciting. Very, very cool. So I know that I saw that you guys had a affiliate program.
Yes.
Could you tell me tell us, the people watching, just us right now, and tell us about the affiliate program.
Absolutely. So once I got into the industry, I saw the projections, I saw the numbers. The numbers made sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like I can literally make what we would consider drug dealer money legally. And then I was like, how can I get other Black people into this? Right?
Yeah.
Because it's
I like the way you think.
to get into this industry. It's not easy. And usually if you're going to work with a major company and you're going to a wholesale or white label from them, you're going to have to put up at least $5,000, which most people don't have that starting out.
Right.
So I said, let me build out a program. I'm going to teach people how to get into the industry. I'm going to teach them the ropes. I'm going to teach them about farming and cultivating and the works.
Wow.
So I structured the program. It was a hit. I made major money before the program even fully launched, right? There were so many people that wanted to jump on, which was great.
Yeah.
So it's been going well. My affiliates, and I have affiliates from literally Cali all the way back over to New York. We meet once a month and we discuss everything. So I give them any updates that I get, any new products that I want to introduce. They get first samples. They're like I don't want to say like the guinea pigs, but because I don't sell anything I don't use.
Right. Yeah.
I have them test it out, but we meet once a month. We actually brainstorm with one another. Somebody might be stuck on something, and if I can help, then I'm gonna absolutely help, or we can come together collectively to help.
Right. It's like a mastermind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like, and somebody asked me like, will I ever turn it into an MLM company? And I was like, no, because I don't want, now the structure of an MLM is cool, right? Where you get people in and that's great, but I don't want people to have to feel like they have to sign people up underneath them or anything. I don't want that. But what I am going to start, the projections are for 2022. I really want to do like a royal court kind of a situation to where I will have people leading regions, and that will be the point of contact. For me, where I do have a hemp seminar coming up in Atlanta. I haven't fully announced that yet or launched it. We will be doing that to where I will have some of the best Black people in the CBD industry. Yeah. And we're a weekend long conference and we got some good stuff coming, and I like having a good time, so it's not all just workshops the whole time. So yeah.
You're making me so happy right now. Like I see it. I mean, and I love it. And I love that you're a Black woman doing it. And I love that you're targeting other Black people to bring them in. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. I was about to say, and I also I recently interviewed a nurse practitioner who was in the CBD and made like tincture products and stuff. So she's actually she has a wellness center in South Florida. So if that's a point of connection, we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the other thing. Like once you start to see the medical industry jump on certain things, you already know what those projections will turn into. Yeah. Like CBD is, to me, it's the wave. Like there's so many people getting ready to fully get into it. I see Floyd Mayweather is now into CBD. I saw that yesterday and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm excited. And then I know people who will be like, oh, it's fake weed, or there's always some type of stigma around it in the Black neighborhood. However, everybody doesn't want to smoke marijuana, right? So or everybody doesn't want to use marijuana. So there's room for everybody here. And actually, a lot of my clients are 65 and over.
Wow. Okay.
Issues. My mom actually started my mom retired last year, so she started a body butter skincare company.
Nice.
And now she actually infuses her stuff with my CBD.
Cool.
So,
very cool. Yeah, and I'm sure that opened up a whole other lane for her. I'm about to say a whole other product lane.
Absolutely. But that's the thing, like when I say pretty much anybody, CBD can be used for young people, middle-aged, older people. Like it's such a broad spectrum because there's so many products that are offered.
Yeah, that's cool. So speaking of some of the products, what products do you offer through Highly Sediti, and what would you recommend as your favorite?
So we offer, I'm glad you asked. So we offer tinctures, we do honey, we do body butter, we do a muscle and joint cream. We do pre-rolls, which is like the loose flower you can smoke. Actually, we do loose flower, which is, it looks just like weed.
Yeah.
So it smells like it too. So you can do loose flower. We do gummies as well. We have a few different types of gummies. So we do daily gummies, which you can take for like energy and things like that. We have melatonin gummies that will put you to sleep.
Okay.
And then we have something called Delta 8. And I'm going to talk to you about Delta 8 in a second. So we have Delta 8 gummies, which is the same as an edible. No different.
I didn't see that coming. You took me aback, Jasmine. What?
So Delta 8. So Delta 8 is something new in the industry.
Okay.
Oh, so when you use marijuana, when you use THC, that's Delta 9. So usually when you drug test it, that's what they're looking for, Delta 9.
Gotcha.
Delta 8 is right under Delta 9, has the same exact effects as Delta 9, but the government hasn't figured out how to regulate Delta 8.
Ooh, Jasmine on here giving the secrets away.
So there are a lot of states that produce Delta 8.
Okay.
And, so you can get those gummies. Like I said, those are not for children, 18 and over.
Not
the gummies are hitting. Okay. those actually are like one of my biggest sellers.
Okay.
We do just pure oil as well, which one is more of like an olive oil, and the other one is with MCT oil, which has a coconut base.
Nice.
To it as well. We're working on a tea. We do hemp cigarettes as well. So hemp cigarettes are, I don't even know if I have any near me. So hemp cigarettes basically are exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
So it looks like a cigarette, smokes like a cigarette, tastes like a cigarette, but there's no nicotine or tobacco. So it's actually healthy. So anybody that's looking to stop smoking cigarettes, but you still want the sensation of smoking, what you would use.
Did you guys make this? Like, did you guys create this, or is this something in the industry already? Because that sounds incredible.
It's something that's in the industry already, so we didn't necessarily create it.
But you guys have a version.
Yes, and then you have, which we're trying to look into that as well. They actually have flavored ones now.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can get grape and pineapple and all these different flavors. So, and that's the other great thing about the industry. We're constantly trying new things because we always want to make sure that what we're doing makes sense.
Yeah.
And again, there's so many different avenues to go with this. Like, and I teach that in the affiliate program of literally almost anything you could think of that you're already doing, you can add CBD, and it is a you can change your profit margins.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I was about to say, let's just sit on that for a second.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about just the influence that CBD is going to have.
It's so dope. Like you could literally do CBD seasoning salt.
Damn.
You could do CBD barbecue.
Yeah.
You can literally
infuse it.
You normally do seasoning salt for $5. You add the CBD, that's at least $8, nothing less, depending on where you're at, right?
Right.
The profit margins here make sense.
Yeah. Damn.
And the product sells itself. You don't have to do anything to the product. You don't have to alter it.
No one did.
Nothing. If you own the juice bar, you could do CBD, like you would do the tinctures. You could do CBD shots, like how they used to do espresso shots. in coffee cafe.
Yeah.
That's
So what's the infusion process like? Like, what do you do? You go ahead.
It depends on what you want to infuse it with. And I'm not gonna lie, I make the oil. It is tedious and it is messy. I actually hate it. If I can get a manufacturer to just do my oils for me, but now with doing that, I'd have to entrust that.
Right. You got to teach somebody to do it. Somebody you already trust.
And just keeping the integrity of the product.
Right.
So if I can teach that, I don't ever mind teaching that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. And there's so many people that want to manufacture, but the problem with us as Black people trying to get into the industry, like I said, the numbers are crazy. So even on the farm, so the farm has their own product or their own line of products. So even with them, to wholesale with them, you would have to purchase 100 units or better, right? And the cheapest thing that we offer is $26. So who has $2,600?
Yeah.
To just buy product? You still got to do everything else with your company, you know. So I wanted to make it feasible for people to get in, because I'm tired of our people being the last to show up.
You ain't lying.
I'm tired of us not being in the race while the race is getting good, and we show up at the end like, oh damn, nobody told me. No, let me tell you from the jump. You can get into this now. You know, I know so many people who look at the stock market. There's so many of us who are like, dang, I wish I would have. I know a Black lady who bought Amazon stock when it was $20.
Wow.
And she still has the stock to this day.
I'm sure she does.
Right. So it's like, imagine if some of, I mean, she's like my mom's age, so of course we weren't old enough then to buy stocks.
Right.
But think about it, like if you could have gotten in when Amazon was $20.
Yeah. My mom talks about Microsoft. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I just wanted to give our people the opportunity to at least get in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that. I was going to say, not only, you know, not you just talking about it and having an idea behind it, but having actually taken the action steps to close that gap. That's why I said you're making me so happy right now. Because like, I want to say like no problem. My mindset, like I definitely respect the mindset, but even more than respecting the mindset, I respect that you actually went out and you created opportunities for people. And there are people who can now rely on you. And
that's my biggest thing is, there are two of my biggest mottos in life is you're not a boss until you can help fund somebody else's life, in my opinion. Yeah. Right? Like, cause we can all say we're a boss, but if you're not, when nobody's working underneath you, you're not funding nobody else's lifestyle or feeding their pockets or their family. Right? Yeah. And I'm that I want to be at with funding people's lifestyles, but we're getting there. Right. And then the second part is, and it's no offense to the Kardashians because I don't know them, but when I do get to the top, I don't want to be friends with them. Right? I don't want to be friends with people that didn't want to be friends with me in a lower tax bracket.
Where I was, right.
You know, I want to see my people with me. I want to be at the top of the ladder, and I want to call people like you or my whole, we out. Yeah. What you doing this weekend? Meet us in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, absolutely. That's the type of life I really want to try to live. So, and I want people around me that are like-minded. So at least let me give you the tools to get there.
Right. So, yeah. Well, thank you for wanting to give the tools. Because I was like, that part matters as well. Man, you gotta, in order to catch something gotta be thrown. So I appreciate you knowing it for sure. So what do you feel have been your greatest wins in entrepreneurship and your greatest lessons to date?
My greatest win is seeing this plan come together.
Yeah.
Right? Because I have had, being a Black woman in this space is rare.
Yeah.
So there are people who have not only acknowledged that I'm a woman in this space, but I'm a Black woman in this. And there are people who will reach out like yourself, or, you know, for an interview, or they want to know about the company or the industry. And to me, it's like people are getting it.
Yeah.
So that's one of my greatest wins.
Yeah.
Well, I had a lot of lessons on this journey. And the journey hasn't even, I think I haven't even tapped a year in the industry yet.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the racism.
Okay. Let's start with it.
It's racist.
Yeah.
This industry is racist. A lot of times they don't want us in this industry because they know the projections and the profit margins.
Right.
And they know that this really can set some of us up for, generational wealth. We're talking like grandkids don't have to work.
Right.
So, and it'll be some sabotage along the way. The farm I work on, 2 of the owners are open racists. So once I launched Highly Sediti in October, I had put in an order for products because I knew the affiliate program was coming. I put that order in September. I still don't have the product.
Wow. Okay.
So it was to the point I had to hop a flight from here and go over to the West Coast and make some other connections. Because these people had paid me their money. And at that time, the program, when I first started it for like a week or 2, we did it for $500. So people had given me their money, and $500 is not cheap. To some people it is, but to me, who once was a single mother working, the $500 is real money.
Yeah.
So I had to cop a flight and go over and make some other connections, which thank God I've been able to do.
That's good.
And it's crazy because the manufacturer for the farm is in Atlanta, and I'm like, I could have come to Atlanta and picked up what I needed and hopped the flight back myself. Getting the runner. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
So that was one side of it. The other side that's really difficult is being not just a woman, again, a Black woman. So Cody and I show up to places because we're always together. When we show up together, I'm never a partner. I'm always his wife. I'm always his girlfriend. I'm always undermined until he steps up as the man and says, we're not together. She's her own entity.
Right.
She's here to conduct business as well.
Right.
And then the whole feel of the room changes. But I also love it. I love being able to walk into a male-dominated industry and talk the way that I can talk and hold the conversations I can hold.
Yeah.
It does something to me. I can't describe it.
Yeah.
So those are probably my two biggest wins and then lessons within this industry.
I hear you. Yeah, those are good ones. So, well, you have an affiliate program. My question was for anyone looking to get into what you're doing. Definitely check out the affiliate program. Seriously, for anybody looking to get into doing what you're doing.
And then if you so let's say you're hesitant about the affiliate program, which is fine. I get it. And the commitment may be just too much for you. That's completely fine. If you want to wait to join in, and I don't offer the affiliate program all year. I do it in spurts just because it's a lot to onboard and teach. And I don't ever want anybody to feel like they weren't given all of the tools.
Gotcha.
So I do it in spurts. Excuse me, but the conference that we're having in August, it will be August 12th to the 15th in Atlanta. So once that information goes out, if you want to come down there, I'll be teaching about the affiliate program. You will have a chance to buy into the affiliate program then. You can absolutely join us then. And then you'll feel a little bit better. We're in person, it's hands-on. And I'm cool with that. Like, I am the coolest, most understanding person when it comes to business because I get it. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. So if you want to wait on that, you can wait on that as well. But those are the 2 ways for you to join.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. And for anyone looking to become an entrepreneur, period, what advice could you give them, whether it's first steps or mindset, anything that you would give to someone looking to jump out there?
So anybody looking to be an entrepreneur, I'm big on prayer. So my first thing to you would be to pray about the direction that you're trying to go in.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you want to research your industry before jumping into it. So you need to Google just let's say you wanted to get into lashes. Google lash companies and see how many of them come up, see their pricing, see what they do, so that you're not just jumping out of the window. I absolutely hate when I see people saying, charge your worth and add tax. What does that even mean? You haven't done it. You don't have a resume. You've done nothing.
You don't have a resume.
You wonder why your products are not moving. Like, any sense. Like, it's not moving because your profit margins don't make sense. Or people will be like, yeah, but people will pay for Jordan and Gucci. And I love those comments because I'm always like, do you know the history of Gucci?
Yeah.
You don't.
I don't.
Look at Gucci. So Gucci has been around now for 98 years.
Holy smokes. Okay.
98 years. They started back in 1923, right? When Gucci started, it was during a depression because it was the war was going on.
Right.
So leather, you couldn't find leather goods. It was very rare. So Gucci wasn't priced top notch. It was very moderately priced because remember back in those days, the soldiers wore a lot of leather. So there was a shortage because there was a war going on.
Right.
So he wasn't charging top notch out the gate.
Yeah.
Gucci died 13. Right. So Gucci died either 13 days prior or 13 days after his first New York store opened. Right. His sons kept the brand going. His sons are the ones who, once celebrities started wearing it, that's when they increased the prices. And that's the part that people have to understand.
Right.
This really is a marathon in business. Unless you're in something that's very quick and you can you can jump in and jump out, which some businesses are like that, but not all. But if you're in this long haul, you gotta do your research.
Yeah.
You gotta do your research on other companies, what they're charging. A lot of people that look at Amazon and they're like, I had somebody the other day, I used to do business coaching too.
Okay, cool.
I had somebody come to me the other day like, oh, I was going to go on Amazon to buy some products. And I said, why would you do that? Amazon, because Amazon is always your competitor. Always.
Yeah.
I've gone in stores and I will then go on Amazon while I'm in the store to see if I can get it cheaper.
Yeah.
So I said to her, I said, well, with Amazon, you got to look at it this way. If you found it on Amazon for $20, what makes you think you can sell it for $30 and anybody would buy it?
Yeah.
So that's always a big thing. But research, and a structured business plan. Those are your two main foundations. And when I say structured business plan, your first business plan isn't 5 years out. Your first business plan is for the next 2 to 3 years of this business. Then your second plan, the extensive plan, is for at least 5 years out. And you need to go from beginning to end. So your business plan should be startup, what you want it to look like in the next 2 years or moving forward, and then your 5 year is 5 years and beyond. So what is the final projection here? What do I finally want to happen? What do I finally want to see come to in business? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's gonna be some hiccups. It's gonna be some stuff what's gonna go the way you want it, and there's gonna be some business cards you're gonna order. It ain't gonna come out the way you want it.
You're absolutely right. You're not lying.
And you gotta learn how to pivot. And pivot, you hold once, and then you're able to adjust. And that's about pivoting in business. You have to be able to adjust to what happens around you. Learn the licensing, compliance. I see a lot of people always talk about they want how do I get my product in a major store like Target, Walmart, which is great. I'm never gonna knock anybody, but you gotta understand the beast behind that, because it's a beast putting your products in the store. You know, once it sells out the first go round, let's say you put 100 products in, they sold out, the store said, great job. The next order might be for 1,000 pieces. If you can't fulfill the 1,000 pieces, you now have lost your contract with that store.
Gotcha.
So, and then my last thing I'll say with business, stop trying to captivate the masses. Captivate your neighborhood first. Captivate your backyard. Captivate captivate 100 people before you try to captivate 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get stuck on that captivating 1,000 people or captivating large numbers, and you missed that goal, and you didn't celebrate the 80 people.
Yeah.
You know, like celebrate those and bite-sized pieces. Take bite-sized pieces at your goals. So that's my.
I like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I like that. It makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Good advice. Thank you for that. So that was actually my last question. I was about to say, if you have something, is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you would like to share or
not that I could think of. This was a really good interview.
Oh, I'm glad.
One of the best interviews I've had so far.
Good.
Not that I could think of.
Good.
The last thing I will say is, once you get into an industry and you're really in it, write an ebook. Please write an ebook. The ebook will open so many other doors for you.
Okay.
To have engagement but you gotta know what you're really talking about, right?
Right.
So you can write an ebook about how you got started, what you do, because there's so many components. So many components. But other than that, this was a really good interview. I can't think of anything else.
Thank you. I was gonna say, I love that's always my
No, it was really good. Oh, and then the last thing, because we spoke about this before the camera started.
Yeah.
So you can have a partnership, you can have a collaboration. Know how you work as a person.
Yeah.
Collaborating businesses and set out, be very clear about everybody's role in the business. Because
that's good advice.
Frustration will come if those lines are blurred, because you will think that this person is supposed to do something, but that was never spoke about. Like, don't assume, oh, well, okay, if I would do it this way, they would too. No, and there's nothing wrong with collaborating. Yeah. But it has to make sense who you're collaborating with when it comes time for that. And sometimes people have to jump off, and that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. If it's something you really want to keep rolling with, you can absolutely do that. So that's my spiel.
And I also think that's good advice, because sometimes people get discouraged when, other people find their other things. But like you said, when we talked about in the beginning, like, you really got to be attached to and love what you're doing. And if somebody doesn't, love it quite that much, then go find what you love. Not everybody's going to love the same thing. And that's there's nothing wrong with that. There's no reason to be discouraged. Right. So there are two things that I have left that hopefully you could do for me. First one, please tell the people where they can find you and how they can support you.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Highly Sediti LLC on Facebook and Instagram. HighlySeditiLLC.com is the website. You guys can also contact me on the business number if needed, 718-200-6462. I usually do better with text messaging, just so I have time to answer you, because I'm not always just right next to that phone.
Right.
And that's it for social media and telephone for how to contact me.
Cool. Thank you for that. And the second thing, Black Boss tradition, I have all Black Boss participants say their name and then say that they're a Black Boss.
Oh, sure. My name is Jasmine Cross, and I am a Black Boss.
Thank you so much, Jasmine, for agreeing to do this. It was so much fun.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Not a problem. I was going to say, I look forward to everything you have coming. I'm so happy that you're out here moving in this space. I look forward to connecting with you. I know what you said, you're in Queens, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm about to say, Philly. I
also do a women's movement called You Can Sit With Us. And that came about because my mom is like the living version of Claire Huxtable. Oh. And she has compliment. Yeah, like my mom really is that person. Like, it's crazy. And she has so many connections. When I say it's ridiculous, like I could tell my mom today I'm moving to another state and I would have a point of connection by the time I got there.
Wow.
Like she's
Okay.
a force to be reckoned with. But
Yeah.
I started this movement because anytime my mom gets solidified at a table, she invites me to join, whether it's an organization, anything, right?
Yeah.
So I started this movement for women, and it's not like other women movements. It's not like people just get up and give their success story. Nah, we don't do none of that. When I tell you, and it's so funny because women come face beat, makeup to the gods.
Yeah.
And by the time we leave, lashes is off, makeup, mascara running, people to cry. We didn't heal, right? Because it's real healing that takes place in this space and real transparency.
Yeah.
But I'm saying all of that to say possibly we can partner with that and maybe do a boss.
That would be incredible.
A boss babies
Jasmine.
situation, and because there's a lot that comes with this, and I know even with these interviews, this is a lot, right? You got to make sure people are gonna show up. Right. You want to make sure the energy is good between y'all. The questions, people ain't got no attitude.
Yeah.
And we all need a time just to unwind and just tap back into who we are. So maybe that's something we can work on, especially in Philly. I love Philly is full of boss chicks. I'm sorry, like. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. And I mean, these chicks be
they killing it out of Philly.
It's crazy. So that's something we absolutely can collaborate on and work on together.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
for sure. We could talk further about that.
About that.
Okay. Excellent. Well, Jasmine, I'm so happy we were able to do this. Miss Cross.
Yes, me too.
It was a pleasure.
This was my pleasure. And there's something about your spirit. It's radiant.
Thank you.
It shows on your face is radiant.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's something about I'm big on spirits and energies, but yeah, you're gonna take this where you want this interview situation to go, it's gonna get there.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sis. That
it's definitely going to get there.
I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm about to say, and whatever, I truly do love everything that you're doing. I love your spirit. I love your foresight. I know it's not easy moving in the spaces that you're moving in, but something just like what you said about me is something about you. Like I've seen, I'm about to say, like you're the person to be in the space. Like it, yeah. I see you getting the job done.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
So you don't even know, girl. That was all time of confirmation just now.
yeah, it is. It's a personality thing. I dig it. So anything you have, that you're thinking about, I love to continue to speak further to you about it. My husband is actually the one who put me on to you. So I know after I talk to him about this interview and tell him about the real estate thing, he'll be tied in as well. So
yes, thank you so much.
Absolutely. So we'll for sure keep in touch and thank you. I appreciate you spending the time with me.
Enjoy your weekend. Have a happy and a healthy Saturday.
You as well.
And keep doing what you're doing, sister, because we need more of it. We need more people highlighting the small people that's out here doing it, the people that may not even represent all of us, right? Finally, some positivity in the Black community. Because Lord, if I gotta see another season of Love and Hip Hop, I'm gonna scream.
Let's keep doing better for all of us.
But thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Nothing but love and light to you, sister. Thank you so much.
You too.
Have a good weekend.
You as well. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You got it, everybody. Thank you so much to Jasmine, Miss Cross. She was awesome. After having a conversation and understanding more about her moving in the space and even seeing her energy on some of the videos, like you can tell that she can command a room, and you can tell that when she sets her mind to something and she has a plan going into that room, then that's what she's there to execute. And I was about to say, the that exchange, I can already tell that about her. And I enjoy that. And I especially enjoy that in women, honestly, because it's necessary. It's necessary when you're moving in these type of spaces. So thank you so much to Jasmine for spending that time with me. I dig everything that you're into, from the past story to the present to the future of what you have planned. I think it's excellent. I wish you the best of luck on your affiliate program. For anyone interested in the CBD industry, please look into Highly Sediti LLC and the affiliate program, because they are making connections and they're moving into space. And Jasmine has navigated this space for as many people who will take that information from her and put it to use. So if you'd like the information, definitely continue to check out Jasmine, follow her, Highly Sediti LLC. To continue the celebration of Black entrepreneurship, you can continue partying with me over on Instagram at blackboss_certified. I'm on Facebook at Black Boss Certified, and I am on YouTube for full episodes of Black Boss on YouTube, Black Boss Certified. So, guys, I hope you learned something. I hope you continue to be inspired, continue to be motivated, especially by hopefully seeing people who look like you, because that's what inspires the hell out of me. So, you guys take care. Continue to support all the people you see as participants. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much to everyone who's followed, shared, liked, commented, just engaged. I appreciate it, and it's a good time. So yeah, if you want to drop a message or comment or whatever. All right, that's getting long. That's it. Hope you guys learned something. Love you. Peace.